So in this problem, we need to find out the value of the given trigonometric expression. Let us begin. So to start with, what we'll do, we will first work with the third and the fourth term here. So starting with the fourth term, here we have sine of 5 pi over 8 whole raised to the power of 4, but we'll only work with sine 5 pi over 8. So this can be also expressed as sine of, now 5 pi can be written as 8 pi minus 3 pi, and it would mean exactly the same thing, divided by 8. Now we're writing in this fashion because now what we have is sine of 8 pi over 8 minus 3 pi over 8. So here 8 pi over 8 is nothing but pi, the way of sine of pi minus 3 pi over 8. Now sine of pi minus 3 pi over 8 is going to be sine 3 pi over 8. So here we are using the fact that sine of pi minus theta corresponds to positive sine theta. So in other words, we can say that sine 5 pi over 8, this value is exactly the same as sine 3 pi over 8. Now coming to the fourth term, we'll start with sine 7 pi over 8. So sine 7 pi over 8, so here 7 pi can be also expressed as 8 pi minus pi divided by 8, which will be equals to sine of 8 pi over 8 minus pi over 8. And that's going to give us sine of pi minus pi over 8. Now sine pi of pi minus 8, again we can use the same formula. So we're going to get sine pi over 8. This tells us that sine 7 pi over 8 is equivalent to sine pi over 8, which means our entire expression can be now rewritten as, our first term remains the same, so we have sine pi over 8 whole raised to the power of 4 added to sine 3 pi over 8 whole raised to the power of 4. Now the third term will become sine 3 pi over 8 whole raised to the power of 4, and the fourth term will become sine pi over 8 whole raised to the power of 4. Now immediately we observe that the first and the fourth term is exactly the same. We get 2 times sine or pi over 8 whole raised to the power of 4. And we have the second and the third term, that's exactly the same. So we have 2 times sine 3 pi over 8 whole raised to the power of 4. Now we can again simplify sine 3 pi over 8. Let's work with that. Now sine 3 pi over 8, that can be expressed as sine. So instead of writing 3 pi, we're going to rewrite it as 4 pi minus pi whole divided by 8. Now we get sine of 4 pi over 8 minus pi over 8, which will be equals to sine of, so what's 4 pi over 8? So that's pi over 2. So we get sine pi over 2 minus pi over 8. Now we're going to use the fact that if we have sine pi over 2 minus phi, then this becomes equals to cosine of the angle phi, which means that sine pi over 2 minus pi over 8, this will become equivalent to cosine pi over 8. So which means we can now get, in place of 2 times sine 3 pi over 8 raised to the power 4, we are going to get 2 cosine 3 pi over 8 whole raised to the power of 4. 2 times sine pi over 8 whole raised to the power of 4. And in place of the second term, we have 2 times cosine of pi over 8 whole raised to the power of 4. Now let's rewrite the two terms. We're going to factor out 2 first. So we have 2. Now the first term can be expressed as sine squared pi over 8 whole squared added to cosine squared pi over 8 whole squared. The reason why we're writing in this fashion, because now we're going to apply the formula that, let's say if we have cosine of 2x. Now cosine of 2x has got 2 forms. One of the form is 2 times cosine squared x minus 1. And the other form is 1 minus 2 times sine squared x. So if we consider the first form, Then here we can isolate cosine squared x to get 1 plus cosine of 2x the whole divided by 2. And from the second form, if we isolate sine squared x, we are going to get 1 minus cosine of 2x whole divided by 2. Now we're going to make an assumption here. So let's say, let the x value be equals to pi over 8. So if x is pi over 8, then cosine squared, so in place of x, we're going to replace with pi over 8. So we have cosine squared pi over 8, that will become equals to 1 plus cosine of 2 times pi over 8. So we get 2 pi over 8 whole divided by 2, which will be equals to 1 plus cosine of pi over 4 divided by 2. Now, cosine of pi over 4, that's a standard value, which is 1 over square root of 2. So we should get 1 plus 1 over square root of 2 divided by 2. And if we simplify this, we're going to get square root of 2 plus 1 divided by 2 times square root of 2. We can do this to sine squared as well. So we'll consider this particular function. So we have sine squared x, but we're going to replace the value of sine squared, the value of x with pi over 8. Go through the same process, and this should give us square root of 2 minus 1 divided by 2 times square root of 2. So now we have the value for sine squared pi over 8 and cosine squared pi over 8. We'll replace this value here. So we should get 2 times. Now in place of sine squared pi over 8, we're going to replace with square root of 2 minus 1 divided by 2 times square root of 2 whole squared. Added to cosine squared pi over 2, so that's square root of 2 added to 1 divided by 2 times square root of 2 whole squared. Right. So let's compute this value. We have 2 times. Now square root of 2 minus 1 whole squared, that's going to give us 3 minus 2 times square root of 2 divided by 8. Added to square root of 2 plus 1 whole squared, that will be 3 plus 2 times square root of 2 divided by 8. Further simplification is now going to give us, we have 2 times 6 over 8. So when we simplify this, we're going to get the value 3 over 2. Therefore, the value of our trigonometric expression will be equals to 3 over